So we're live. This is my first time doing a live. But I just want to thank you guys for checking us out. I am Ant, and I am one of the moderators of the World of WWE podcast. It is a podcast that is available on Spotify, YouTube, Anchor, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts, of course. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. We cover everything WWE. So we cover WWE Monday Night Raw, WWE SmackDown, NXT, every single WWE pay-per-view, including this Saturday, SummerSlam, and also Sunday's NXT TakeOver 36. So I just thought I'd say hi to you guys, see if anyone is around to do some Q&As with me. If you're available, just say hi. What's up, man? Nothing much. I'm just chilling. Just trying to do some Q&A on YouTube. I haven't done a live really ever, I don't think. So I'm just doing it now. But now I'm chilling. It's good to see you here to Heel to Face. Check out his YouTube channel. That's my friend Nick. He might be joining our show. But also he has his own channel too. So check out Heel to Face as well. But yeah, so I'm just chilling. I'm going to talk a little bit about some situations happening in WWE and my thoughts. So I was just watching NXT, and there's been rumors going around that after NXT TakeOver 36, NXT will be like doing a whole reboot. And I'm trying to figure out what that means. Does that mean that they're going to get rid of the entire roster? Are they going to send them over to the main roster? What's going to happen to NXT? So I heard that it's going to go back to the original days, kind of like back in 2012 when they were building up talent, some people who weren't as well known. Since 2014, since the NXT premiered on the WWE network, it seems that it got a huge following. You know, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Finn Balor, Adrian Neville. Summer of 2014, yes. I hope it's like that. I really do, because I enjoyed just the amazing matches. I was doing a whole countdown of the greatest NXT TakeOver matches. And, obviously Sami Zayn versus Cesaro from Arrival is on there. You have the Fatal 4-Way match from NXT TakeOver. I'm trying to remember I think that was Fatal 4-Way, duh. That was the name of the TakeOver show. So many great matches. I am worried, though, about what's going to happen, because Vince has an idea that he wants to make all of the wrestlers 300 pounds and higher and get rid of the older guys. So a lot of the talent that is on NXT, they're all different sizes, and a lot of them are older. Take Adam Cole. He is, he's in his 30s. Walter is in his 30s. A lot of those guys, big names. Samoa Joe, he's in his 30s, or probably older than that. Samoa Joe's probably like in his early 40s now, or late 30s. But anyways, so that just scares me. There's no idea of what's going to happen to them. If they do go on the main roster, I'm scared as well, because we all know how NXT superstars, I hate saying superstars, NXT wrestlers, how they do it. Yeah, John Laurinaitis is a fucking piece of shit. I never really liked him to begin with. I felt like he, everyone's like, oh, he's such an asshole character. And I don't even mean character. He's a fucking asshole in person. His voice is very deep, and he just, brings nothing to the table when it comes to everything. I do know that Triple H and Shawn Michaels were not aware of the cuts when they first happened. They found out after the case as it was going down. I just wonder the power struggle and what's going to happen when, knock on wood, when Vince McMahon passes away, because Triple H, I feel like, would do great running the company. As a person, I'm not a big Triple H fan. As a wrestler, I love Triple H. But just as a human, Paul Levesque seems like a piece of shit. But we all are sometimes. So anyways, as far as Triple H goes, I feel like he would be great running the business. But there is another dude, and I think I could be wrong. I think his name is Nick Khan. I could be wrong. I think he's also, a big part of the company is making decisions, and I don't know what's going to happen. Will Vince give it to Triple H? Who knows? Yeah, I heard that. But the thing is that, like, okay, I knew when they came to TV, to cable, that it was going to change everything, right? When it was on the network, it was almost like underground. You felt cool watching it. It kind of had, like, not the extremism of it, but the culture of ECW. There's a small arena. The fans knew, like, remember Bailey's, the little girl that loved Bailey, like, everyone knew the fans, and it was just sort of like an underground kind of cool indie thing. And then I don't even know why they put it on air. I think it was to go against AEW, which I think just shows how Vince looks at NXT, because in my mind, if you have something good, don't break it. He talks a lot about how, like, we're not going to mention other companies. They're not, they don't matter. They're not, a competition. But yet, you literally take your show off of the network, which I understand, maybe get more eyes. It's on cable TV, but they haven't gotten as many eyes as they thought they would. And I just think that it's okay to have a small following, like ECW went on from 93 to 2001. It's okay to, and they never changed. They always stayed, like, what they were doing. When they did get on the network, they used to fuck the network all the time because a lot of the networks wouldn't allow them to do some of the stuff that they wanted to do. TNN, for example, was a big, proponent in ECW's success. But what's funny is, oh gosh, you guys are going to have to tell me his name. He manages fucking Kenny Omega. I know Don Callis. Okay. Don Callis actually was a part of ECW as a commentator, and his name was Cyrus, and he pretty much represented the network. And he was just like, you can't do that, kind of like a Right to Censor character. But anyways, my whole point was about them pulling it off of the network and onto USA. I feel like they make these choices thinking that people are going to really enjoy and be into it, but they're not. And I really don't understand. Also, another example of just how sort of far back WWE has been lately. Yeah. Exactly. Long hair, he was awful. Yes. It's I don't know. It's gonna be something. Cyrus, yes, he had a crazy hair. He also was a part of WWE too. He was a manager of the Truth Commission. I forgot his name there. The Jackal, that was his name. So he's been in a lot of different businesses. But moving on to the writing. So there was a female writer. This happened a couple months ago or maybe a month ago. I forgot her name, so I'm not even going to bother trying to say it. She did not know Bobby Lashley's name. She did not watch the product. And she kind of just embarrassed the company by pretty much not knowing anything about the wrestling business. And that just shows you who is writing these shows. And a lot of people, I have to be fair, a lot of people say, oh, it's all the writer's fault. And it is. But at the same time, Vince McMahon is the final say. He is the owner. So, yes, it is the writer's fault, but he is the person that okays it. If I was in charge of running WWE, I would say you need to know the product. You can't just come in with like a fucking bachelor's degree in communication, working for Good Morning America or whatever the fuck it was that half of these people do, come in and write these comedy acts, which a lot of people like it. A lot of people find the fucking zombies attacking the Miz funny, the dripsticks. Listen, the dripstick, whatever, the zombie things, awful. I hated it. I said from the beginning, even on the podcast, you heard me with Carlos and Dan, like, I did not like that because it's too far from reality, you know? It's like, I feel like we're going back to 1995 with the Minotaur. But I feel like, and this is going to be hard to say, but if I was doing it, I would say you need to know the product. You also, I believe, should be a fan. Like, I think you should really be a fan because wrestling fans really left for milk and never came back by Riddle. Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it lately with WWE. It's like I just don't want to watch it, and it's hard for me because I do the podcast and I do love WWE. But even Carlos had a thought of when the fans come back, they're just saving it. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. It hasn't. SummerSlam is coming up this Saturday. There are maybe like 3 matches I'm excited for. I'm excited for Edge versus Seth Rollins. I'm excited for Roman Reigns versus John Cena. I'm excited for Sasha versus Bianca. And that's it. That's really it as far as what I am excited for going with WWE SummerSlam. But what are you guys excited for? Let me know in the comments, in the chat. I think it's going to be a decent show. It's going to be in Las Vegas. It's different. It's going to be on a Saturday. I wonder why. But also, there's going to be a lot of competition. This has been a good week for wrestling fans. We just saw Raw. Then there was NXT. Tonight, we have AEW. And then AEW Dynamite. And then, I think it's, what is it, Friday. Friday, we have AEW Rampage, The Final Dance. It's going to be in Chicago, Illinois. Everybody and their mother is saying that CM Punk is coming back. Now, I go back and forth. I think CM Punk is going to come back, but I also think that they could be swerving us and have Daniel Bryan show up. Those 2 names have been tossed around a lot, so I think that one of those 2 will show up. What do you all think? Do you think that it's going to be Daniel Bryan or CM Punk? Oh. Okay, so Nick just explained it. They want to compete with the Pacquiao fight in Vegas. Okay, it ends before the minute. Oh, okay. But then, here's what fucking doesn't make sense to me. I know they want to compete, but, I'm not a big boxing fan. Won't you, only care about the main event? Not that you only care, unless there's, a attraction match. But, I mean, if I'm watching boxing, I don't care about the 3 matches before. I want to see the main event. So my question is, of course, people are going to go to that, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. Everyone's going to go back to the fucking main event of the boxing match if SummerSlam ends an hour before. You know what I'm saying? How are they really going to compete? It's duh, you're going to have viewers because nothing's happening. It's almost like... See, that to me is a pussy move, you guys. And maybe I'm, not taking it the right way. But, okay, I know that I'm not going to get any viewers, and I want to compete. So I'm going to go on the show when all the crappy matches go on. And then I'm going to end the show right before the main event because I know that those viewers would rather watch the main event of the Pacquiao fight than SummerSlam. And I guess it's smart, but, what's the point? You're really... Obviously, you're going to get viewers, they're not going to be sitting there... Oh my god, I'd rather see Cena versus Reigns over 2 nobodies fighting in the ring, Okay, so that's what they want. Okay, wait. Hang on. Let me understand. So the Pacquiao match ends after SummerSlam goes on? It takes me a minute to process. I don't know. I'm definitely going to watch it. I'm the type of person when it comes to pay-per-views. So my fiance, she's not a big wrestling fan, but she does watch it with me. So when the pay-per-views or the takeovers come on, or even Raw and SmackDown, NXT, I tend to try to watch an hour of it, and then I will turn on something else and then go back to it. So I will be watching live for some of it. I'm going to try to watch it all live. I'm going to really try, but I probably won't be able to. But what is interesting is they will be having TakeOver the next night on Sunday. Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, so Nick explained it. So SummerSlam ends around 9 or 10. Pacquiao will be about 10 or 11. Okay. I don't know. I just feel like I miss that, like, I feel like WWE is trying so hard to fit in with society and the world. There's nothing unique about it anymore. When I turn on AEW, I feel like I'm a kid because it's TV 14. I'm seeing things that I remember as a kid seeing. When I watch WWE now, I literally sit back and say, man, like, I feel bad for the young ones watching this. I'm 28. I'll be 29 and fucking... Wait, I don't even know how... Guys, I have no idea I have no idea how fucking old I am. That tells you I'm old when you don't know how old you are. I'm in my late 20s, okay? I was born in 1993, do the math. October 1993. So anyways, back to wrestling. I grew up with the Attitude Era, and I grew up with the Ruthless Aggression Era. I saw guys like The Rock, Stone Cold, The Undertaker, Mankind, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, going up to Ruthless Aggression, Brock Lesnar, Rey Mysterio, fucking Rob Van Dam, Batista, Evolution, all of these, Randy Orton, Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Edge, like all of these people. And now, when you look at the roster, you have Bobby Lashley, Finn Balor, Ricochet. I can't, like, there's, in my mind, and I love those guys. I'm not saying anything bad about them, but it's hard for us older fans to really be into it as much as other fans. Yeah, okay. Nick made a good point. His son is 4, and he watches WWE over AEW because it is kind of more kiddish. It's kind of more, and his idea is that they AEW take over the group. Nick, that's actually a good. That leads me to a question I have. So a lot of people have been, and this is a conspiracy theory, but a lot of people have been saying that Vince is actually working with AEW. A lot of people are saying that Vince secretly, kind of like he was doing with ECW, is kind of helping out AEW. A lot of the wrestlers go there. I think it's a far stretch to say that he owns it. However, I don't know. So what do you think? Let me know in the chat and in the comments if you're watching later on. What do we think? Do we think that Vince McMahon has his hand in AEW, or do you think AEW is just really good at taking the talent? I do think, and I've said this on the podcast, I feel like Vince McMahon needs a really big kick in the ass. I feel like WWE needs to fail a little bit. Because, I mean, they're never going to go out of business. WWE is such an empire that they're going to be okay. The problem is, because they know they're going to be okay, they don't care. They're just going to put out whatever they want. They had to care during the Attitude Era because they could have been put out of business. There was a serious threat to them. Now, I don't understand why Vince doesn't take AEW seriously. I feel like he does. He's obviously not going to tell anybody. But you are in a whole nother league now. Back in the Attitude Era, you both were TV 14. You both were doing more reality-based stuff. And for me, what I don't understand is, like, now they're just doing the opposite. You have TV 14 versus TV PG. They're going to fucking blow you out of the water. But I just feel like Vince needs a real big kick in the ass. And Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, those might be the fuckers to kick it. Let me read this quick. I could honestly see Vince sending away the guys he has nothing for. I honestly don't even know what will help Vince anymore. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Ric Flair, Big Show. And I said, too, we're going to go back to prior to WrestleMania. I said on the podcast, why the fuck are they using Ric Flair with Lacey Evans? I did not understand that. I don't understand why, if Ric Flair is telling you, listen, I fucking know my body. This dude has been in a fucking plane wreck. Remember fucking Money in the Bank matches? He'd fucking take a fucking, drop off the fucking ladder like it was nothing. If he is willing to put his life on the line, that's his choice. We saw him put the fucking figure 4 on Kenny Omega at AAA. Now, that's one move. But if he wants to say, you know what, let me have one last run, let me see how I do, why not give that to him? Why put him in a storyline saying that he is the father of Lacey Evans' baby, right? Or was he the, like, not in the, no, she wasn't pregnant. I'm sorry. Good God. I thought that's what they were going to do when she was pregnant. No, he was just with her in the storyline. But even still, Ric Flair next AEW champion, yeah, that's going to happen. Kind of like friggin' TNA. He wasn't champion, but I don't know. It does bother me because I'm a huge WWE fan, but I just have not been really into it lately so far. So, let's talk a little bit more about NXT TakeOver. So, I'm excited for that. That's going to be Sunday. Karrion Kross versus Samoa Joe for the NXT Championship. Then you have the Undisputed End. I think it's being called Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly. The first match is a straightforward match. I believe the second one is like a no disqualification street fight, I think, and the third one is steel cage. Also, we're going to see NXT Women's Champion Raquel Gonzalez defend against her former friend Dakota Kai. So much is going on at TakeOver. Yes, Nick, it's great talking to you too, man. It's going to be awesome having you on the show. You guys will get to meet Nick coming soon. Have a good time at work, and I'll see you later. So, yeah, by the way, I say a lot, so just deal with it, y'all. I don't have correct grammar. So that's going to be a lot of entertaining stuff going on, and that's why I feel is upsetting with WWE is that I'm more excited for NXT. So it's just like, it takes away from that all. So, I actually have something we are going to do. And this is called WWE Tag. And pretty much what this means is, I'm going to answer some questions about my thoughts on WWE. And you can answer as well. You could check it out. You can let me know in the comments, or you can let me know in the chat your answers to these questions. Okay? Alright. So, we are going to answer some of these questions. Okay? So, the first question is, who is my favorite current superstar? If you listen to the podcast, you know my favorite wrestler of all time, well, not of all time, but one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, the Radar Superstar Edge. Edge is my favorite. When he came back, I went fucking nuts. And on this day, I'm an Edgehead. Yeah, so I really like Edge. Okay, our next question. Who are some of your favorite... Oh, before we get our next question, let me know in the comments, who are your favorite current superstar? And also in the chat, who's your favorite superstar? Current. Okay, question 2. Who is my favorite superstar of all time? I just said that I have a lot, so let me go over. Edge, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H, The Undertaker. I am a big fan of Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, Eddie Guerrero. I love... CM Punk is good. Daniel Bryan is good. I'm trying to think about the current roster. I also like Ricochet, AJ Styles, John Cena. Big old-timer fan. So I like a lot of the old dudes saying old-timer. Okay, next. And let me know in the comments who are some of your favorite superstars of all time. Next. Who is my favorite current female superstar? Well, I have two. My number one, the man Becky Lynch. Ooh, my heart can die. And next, Zelina Vega. Be still my heart. Because, ooh, not only are they attractive, but they are great competitors. Zelina Vega, we haven't seen much of her in-ring ability, but she's decent. Becky Lynch is just amazing. Amazing. Who is your favorite current female superstar? Let me know. Next, who are some of my favorite female superstars of all time? My favorite female superstar of all time is Trish Stratus. She will always be my favorite because she just sort of set the tone for what female wrestlers should be. Alright, this one's going to be tough. My favorite WrestleMania and why. So, let me give you a couple that I like. Growing up, I was a big fan of WrestleMania 14 and 15. I liked 14 because I loved the storyline of brother versus brother, Undertaker versus Kane. I really liked how they were doing Shawn Michaels versus HBK. Oh my gosh. Shawn Michaels versus Stone Cold. So many S's. With Mike Tyson involved. I also like WrestleMania 15 because I just would watch it all the time on my VCR, my videotapes. And I really enjoy Rock versus Stone Cold, Triple H versus Kane, the 4-way Intercontinental Championship. My next couple of favorites, I loved WrestleMania 17. Hands down, it's my favorite WrestleMania. A lot of fans say it's their favorite, and it's sad because it's over 20 years old now. Come on, WWE. I just like the card. Stone Cold versus Rock, Triple H versus Undertaker, Chris Jericho versus William Regal, TLC 2, fucking Vince versus Shane McMahon. So much stuff was happening at that one. I enjoyed WrestleMania 20. They were in Madison Square Garden where it all begins again. Undertaker versus Kane, Chris Benoit versus Shawn Michaels versus Triple H, Eddie Guerrero versus who did Eddie Guerrero fight at WrestleMania? Wasn't it Kurt Angle? Yes. And the fucking Playboy evening gown match. Hello. Then I enjoyed WrestleMania 21. You know, Hollywood. That was a good one. I like the set and I like the great matches. I then enjoyed 25. Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker stole the show, but also Jeff Hardy versus Matt Hardy was great as well. I enjoyed 29. 29 was good when they were in New Jersey. That was John Cena versus The Rock, Undertaker versus CM Punk. So many great matches there. And then I enjoyed WrestleMania, I'm going to say the one in, I like 2017. I think that was 32. I liked Maryse and The Miz versus Maryse and The Miz versus John Cena and Nikki Bella. By the way, Maryse is also one of my favorite female superstars of all time. So, let's see what's next. Yeah, so 32 I liked. I also liked WrestleMania in 2018, the next year. Charlotte Flair versus Asuka, Rhea Ripley and Kurt Angle versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, Finn Balor versus The Miz versus Seth Rollins. Great matches. Then we go to 2019. Yeah, so. The main event was alright, but and then 2020, the only match I enjoyed there was Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. I enjoyed this past year's WrestleMania. It wasn't the greatest, but yeah. For SummerSlam, I like 2000, 2001, 2002. Excuse me. My voice is gone. Excuse me again. I enjoyed SummerSlam 2000, SummerSlam 2001, 2002. I like SummerSlam from 2005 was okay. I liked SummerSlam in 2014. I enjoyed it. And I feel like That might have been the last 2016 I liked. That might have been the last SummerSlam I enjoyed. So, yes. Okay, next. Do I have Peacock? I have Peacock because I live in the United States. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys have Peacock? For those of you living in the States, I feel your pain. Peacock sucks. You guys out of the States are so lucky. Alright, next. What is my favorite title belt of all time? So, I have a couple. Let me just show you something pretty cool. Hang on one second. So, I am a big fan of WWE, as I said. So what I did was, when I moved to my new condo, I got myself the WWE Championship, the belt that was used from 1998 to 2002, I believe. No, yeah, 2001. It was 2002. I'm sorry. Yes, this was the last one that was used. And I love this title. A lot of people think it's really ugly, but to me, it's one of my favorites. I grew up with it. I also am a fan of the World Heavyweight Championship. I like the NXT North American Championship. I like the Hardcore title, the European title. What are some of your favorite titles, belts of all time in WWE? Okay. Next, least favorite superstar of all time. Okay, I have a couple. I'm not a big Elias fan. Jackson Riker, I don't care about. A lot of the big guys, like I'm not a big Baron Corbin fan. I like the big athletic dudes. I'm a big fan of Big E. I liked Bronson Reed didn't bother me. Killian Dane didn't bother me. But a lot of the bigger guys, I'm not a fan of. It's hard to really answer that. Okay, my next question. What is my favorite WrestleMania moment? There is a lot. I loved when Trish screwed over Vince McMahon in WrestleMania 2001, 17. I also liked when Edge speared Jeff Hardy off the holding for the titles. I really liked this past year, when Cesaro had Seth Rollins on his head and was spinning him. There's a lot of stuff that I liked. Okay, next. What are some of your favorite WrestleMania moments? What is my favorite era? So for me, I said this earlier, Ruthless Aggression and Attitude Era are my favorite eras of all time. Okay, next. What is my favorite match of this year so far? That's hard. That is a hard one, y'all. I enjoyed Edge versus Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan from WrestleMania. Trying to think what else that I enjoyed this year. There are a lot of decent matches. My mind is blank that I can't think of it. Next question here. Okay, what is my favorite pay-per-view? So I guess I can say, I'm not going to say which one do I like the best, but I really enjoy WrestleMania. I enjoy SummerSlam. I just like the original big one, Survivor Series. I don't like the TLCs because I feel like you should just have that match. You don't need Hell in a Cell pay-per-view to have a Hell in a Cell match. So what are some of your favorite pay-per-views? Let me know in the comments. Okay, now we are going to move on. We are going to talk about the WWE World of WWE podcast. So we're going to be dropping a lot of stuff. You're going to look out for our SummerSlam prediction, and that's going to come out on this Friday, so 2 days, August 8th. Is it 18th? No, the 19th. August 19th. Check that out. We also will be having our list of the 21 greatest SummerSlam matches of all time. That will also be dropping on August 19th. Also, we have our NXT TakeOver 36 prediction video dropping on August 20th, the day of SummerSlam. We're going to be having a lot of cool stuff. I will be going to the WWE SmackDown Super Show in Madison Square Garden, God willing, if everything is okay. And I'm going to be I think maybe like doing some kind of something while I'm there with Carlos. And yeah, there's a lot going on. There's really nothing else to talk about today. There is just excitement, buzz. A lot of wrestling events are going on this weekend, so I'm just excited. I hope you guys are excited. If you have not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell because it is so fucking easy when you hit the notification bell to find us. It pops up on your phone that we are making a video or we are live, and that is how you get to see it. So again, thank you all so much for checking us out. This was a surprise video that I just came up with today. I just thought I'd say hi to all of my followers. So yeah, thank you for checking us out, and we will see you with our WWE Monday Night Raw recap dropping soon. Take care, be safe, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.